2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The Thunder taking on the Nets. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory. Nets, Thunder, coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, they've got Curry. Simmons is out there with Durant. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Irving at the point guard. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for two.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. Here's your answer.
Irving gets to Durant. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Irving passes to Drummond. The three. Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Giddey, defended by Drummond. Pass to Baisley, lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Durant. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's stolen by Dort. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Roby, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Greg, you know, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that game.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the three-pointer from KD. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. Kicks it to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
And there's the pass to Roby. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. 8 points for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's Curry outside, and again, Brooklyn with the triple. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. They double-team Curry. Pass to KD. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
A nice shot by Irving.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
And timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. So it's the Thunder now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Pokusevski. He's covered by Brown. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Mann. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Mills. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Back to Aldridge. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Mann, defended by Griffin. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Pokusevski from outside off the mark. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down the stretch.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
And, Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Pokusevski in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Out left to the wing. Here's Mann. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. It's all knotted up.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Harris, right side. Out to the right wing. Aldridge finds Mills. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thunder trailing by 3. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Passes to Pokusevski. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Mann. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Griffin. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Harris's shot is good.
Most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Now, here's Mills. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Nets leading by 6. Outside Curry. And it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got 11.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? No good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. .139 left in the first half. Here's Giddey, guarded by Kerr. Roby the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander to the right side. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Good. That one on target from Roby.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:04 left to play in the first half. KD dishes to Curry. Back to KD. Irving surveying the floor. Here's Claxton. Roby with the rebound. If they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
KD, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point lead. Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Giddey. Count that one.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Nets leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.